for another episode of Getting to Know. For this one, we're going to be interviewing the 2019 ECC Volleyball Rookie of the Year, Chye Davis. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You're doing well. How is life in Houston, Texas?
I haven't left my house, but it's all right. The weather is nice. It's rained a couple of times, but the city has been opening up within the past couple of days. So I can't complain here.
That's news. So how has your time away from the court been? I know you got your full season in, obviously, but kind of spring portion of it got a little short. How has your time away been?
At first, I was like, oh my God, we get maybe a short break. Because I originally thought we were going to be back within the 2 weeks that we were given. But then when I learned that we would all be moving out, I just got so sad because I grew really close with the seniors, and the friendships that I made with the team is just I can't replace that with anything else. And it just made me really sad, the fact that I would not be able to see them for quite a few more months.
What are some things you've been doing with since the season ended? I mean, you guys had a great fall season. Now you're into the spring season. Probably very exciting to get back onto the court and see your teammates and play again, but that was cut short, as we mentioned before. What have you been doing with this time away?
Well, since our spring season was technically cut short, our coaches decided for us to do Zoom workouts. So for 3 days in a week, we would all do either Zoom or FaceTime, and we would all work out together with one of our assistant coaches. And then from there, we would, on the days off, excluding Saturday and Sunday, we would be able to do our own cardio session for 30 minutes to an hour. We could ride our bikes, swim in our pools, anything with that. But along with that, I've also been coaching ACAD. It's a volleyball club on Long Island, and I've been helping those girls get through the situation that we've been put in, and it's been keeping me busy along with classes.
Very nice.
So you mentioned classes. How did that go? I know they're officially over now, but how was the switch to online classes for you?
I'm usually a much more laid back person when it comes to classes and schooling. But once the online portion started, I just freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. When was this due? When did we get this assignment? I'm so confused, but I managed to get through it, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of that structure away.
Yes, definitely.
You mentioned the Zoom sessions with the team, which is probably awesome to get to see everybody since you can't be together, see them at least on the computer screen or your phone. Outside of the workouts and coaching, what are some other things you're doing during your free time?
During my free time? Well, let's see. Since our season has ended, I've actually been doing my own workouts. I've kept up with those workouts. I've been binging on shows that I would never be able to watch when I was in school or because I was too busy with athletics. I have been reaching out to people that I have not talked to in a while, but it's nice. It's nice, yeah.
So what do you think that this time away and this pause and this quarantine, there's always something that can come out of it. What have you learned, or what's changed with you since then?
I've learned that sometimes your time is just too short, to be together. So you should make the most of it out of the time you're given to be around the people that you love, the people that you appreciate, because you never know when it can come too short.
You guys had a great fall season. You won the ECC title. You won the East Regional. You went to Denver to play in the National Regional Finals, and you were the Rookie of the Year. What are some things you look to do next fall season with the volleyball team?
With the volleyball team, I hope that I wanna meet the new freshmen. I do want to meet the new freshmen, and I want to see what they can offer. I also want to work harder with my team. I've worked on working on myself, but it also would feel really great to see that the rest of my team, along with myself, has improved in a way. Like, we hope to go farther than what we did.
It's always good to keep wanting to be better and to keep those expectations, especially when you have this long time. So I think those are good goals to have going in. We're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to get into the little rapid fire one-hit questions. So what's your go-to pregame meal?
My go-to pregame meal. That's so funny that you asked that, because it's my whole team would talk about how my diet is so bad. It's so bad, but I managed to eat a chicken quesadilla or a burger before a game, and they're like, "How do you do this?"
You think like that?
Yeah. They're like, "How do you eat this bad and you still have so much energy? Like, what is happening?"
It's pretty funny.
Now, who's the funniest member on the team?
Funniest member on the team? I would have to give that, like, there would be a tie between Graciela Cruz and Kathleen Doherty. We even had a vote for this. It was so funny. But, like, we all tied between those two. But I think it was leaning more towards Kathleen Doherty, though.
Awesome.
What's your favorite warm-up song? What gets you pumped up?
My favorite. I don't really tell many people this, but I like to listen to show tunes. Like, I love musicals and all.
What's your favorite one?
Favorite one? Let's see.
You told everybody now.
I did. I don't know. I listened to a whole bunch of different ones, but I guess I could say Looking Out a Window from Dear Evan Hansen. That's probably that's a good one that I like to listen to.
Very nice. I'm going to change it up a little bit, but from our script help. But going through, you mentioned like show tunes, and coming from Texas and New York, have you been to a Broadway play?
I've been to a lot. I've actually been back and forth between New York and Houston, mainly because my uncle lives in Brooklyn. So
Okay.
quite a few times, and I've been to quite a few Broadway shows. I've seen Kid, Lion King, Wicked, so many more. So much.
What's your all-time favorite show?
All-time favorite. Dang, this is tough.
What's the last one that you saw, if that's easier?
Last time that I saw one, this wasn't. It was a show, but it wasn't exactly Broadway. It was, the last time I saw one was Hadestown. I like that one a lot.
Okay. Sometimes
Very nice.
they're just off Broadway are even better.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your roommates on the road?
On the road? So our captains like to switch it up. So a couple times I was with Tara Carlin and Alexa Morgan. And another time I was with Kathleen Doherty, Cassia Curry, and then there were some times where I was with Kathleen Verastegui. So it was a mix.
So if you could play any other sport at Molloy, which team would you pick?
Any other sport? My family thinks I would be good at tennis, but I have no idea. I guess they're similar in a way, but I got it.
There's a net.
There's a net. There's a ball.
Still spike it. Now, you mentioned earlier in the interview you're watching a lot of TV, binge watching some shows. What show are you currently watching?
I've gotten hooked on this show called Siren. It's on Hulu. I ask people about this all the time. Have you ever heard about the mythical creature sirens? And they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, those mermaid things that sing and then sailors die. But it's not really exactly about that. It's mainly about two worlds colliding, sirens and humans, and I just find that super interesting, along with Bowie's Extraordinary Playlist. That's a good show. That's also on Hulu, but I think it's on ABC too. And then I've also started watching. Oh, I can't remember the show. I can't remember the show, but it's pretty good.
So what's your favorite professional sports team?
My favorite professional sports team? I don't know. I've watched a lot of sports, but I've never exactly had a favorite. Mainly because I know how other people would they'd like start fights over this stuff, and I'm like, get me out of there. I
You
don't
won't be involved. That's
like,
fair. That's fair.
teams.
Do you-
So I
Do you have a favorite athlete, professional athlete or Olympian athlete?
I've always liked Matt Anderson. He is an Olympian, a male Olympian volleyball player for the U.S. team. He has a great personality. He the way he holds himself on the court. I really love that about him. So he's the person that I look up to.
Awesome. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to us and letting people get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chye.
Stay safe out there.
You too. Bye.
Bye.